the name of this movie was originally titled The Education of Freddie Fitzel. And it's like, would that have been a better title? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Hove Views, and today we're going to be doing like 2 or 3 different videos wrapped up in one. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't so far. Help me to keep my page growing. We're doing good. We're on pace to hit 500 within the next few weeks, so help me to reach my goals, and I appreciate you so much. So here today I want to discuss a few different things, mainly the Aquaman title, and secondly I also want to review the movie Flashback. I think I'm going to call the title of this video, Do Movie Titles Matter? And I feel like absolutely it does. So getting right into that and talking about that, let's go into Black Panther 2. We know a few weeks back Black Panther 2 got announced, subtitle Wakanda Forever. Instantly you hear that forever and it's like an internal reminder of, Chadwick Boseman, his legacy is gonna live on. At the same time you hear Wakanda Forever, the total phrase, and you're reminded that, oh, when we watched the first one we fell in love with Wakanda, so it's gonna be more of that, and it's gonna move the story forward, showing you this place that you fell in love with. Great job, great title, right? From there I move right along into the Aquaman 2 title of The Lost Kingdom, which is a cool title. It instantly tells you a whole bunch about the story that we might be getting. We know that James Wan was originally cast to direct the Trench movie, but that was canceled along with Ava DuVernay's New Gods, and it's like, what's ever gonna happen to that movie? Well, now if we're speculating, we can kind of, come to the conclusion that they're probably gonna take the Trench story that James Wan was, working on, and roll that into Aquaman 2 and make it a more Aquaman-centric story, and focus on how that kingdom fell and what has to happen to get the kingdom back right again. Who knows where it's gonna go, but we know something about the story based on that title, which helps me move right along into Flashback. Flashback was a movie that was released on streaming services, probably video on demand, I think June 4th of 2021. I watched a trailer reaction for it, I'll link it, and that trailer was horrible, very, very confusing. Then you get the title of Flashback, and I instantly thought it must be something like the butterfly effect, where he can revisit points in his life, and he can do this and he can do that, and it's time travel, and I thought butterfly effect, or I thought time jumping, time skipping, drug induced time skipping. Now actually, upon doing a little more research, I find out that the name of this movie was originally titled The Education of Freddie Fitzel, and it's like, would that have been a better title? Yes, absolutely yes. Because to me, when I watched that movie, we're in movie review mode right now, but when I watched that movie, to me, the first 30, almost 40 minutes of it was about Freddie learning about what was going on with the drug in question. And it's super boring. It's not that interesting. I stuck around because I wanted to know what I watched in the trailer. And that alone was enough to make me commit to sticking out the whole movie. So about 40-45 minutes in, you start to get to a point where, okay, the education of Freddie, Freddie learning about what's going on and how to use this to his advantage, finally starts to happen. And then the movie gets real interesting, very confusing still, but still real interesting. And I feel like for the audience members that enjoyed this movie, you enjoyed it because you were committed to seeing where this story would take you. But if you're not committed, or if you need something to happen to get you committed to a character or their story or where they're going or what they're doing or any of the side characters that are happening or taking place in this world, I don't think you're gonna get that from this. Most of the movie to me felt very, very flat. It wasn't until about an hour into the full movie that that I got invested. I'm like, okay, let's see what he does here. Let's really see where this all goes. and I was actually kind of disappointed to see things turn the way they turned. So yes, I might have given away a little bit of the story, but I feel like it's kind of necessary. It would have been better if I'd have known what I was looking at going into it. I feel like their trailer could have been done better. Not very good trailer. I feel like their title could have been the original title of The Education of Freddie Fitzgerald, because we would have known, okay, what's the lesson he has to learn, at least going into it. And I feel like their ending was slightly unsatisfying, because so much about it is left up to your own imagination. I guess that's an ambiguous type of ending, but it's a lot that went on that I was like, it could be a little bit more clear, and making it a little bit more clear would have probably made it a whole lot better. So if I had to rate that movie, I would give it a 5. Like, not very interesting at all. I like sci-fi, so I was in. I saw the trailer, I was confused. I wanted to make sense of that. I barely did. Interesting parts, interesting concept of what was going on. Super interesting, because it'll really make you think. But outside of that, I can't see large audiences really enjoying it. I really can't recommend it to anybody, because I feel like people get frustrated with it, especially the people that I know personally. Like, I don't see many of my friends putting this on and being like, yes, this is so good. Like, no, I feel like a lot of people would watch and be let down. Again, different title, might have been a different story, might have got people a little bit more excited to see this thing, but who knows. Anyway, that's it for me ranting and going over things back here. Hopefully that connection of topics made sense, talking about titles with Wakanda and then Aquaman, and here the misstep that they made, and the little movie review, quick movie review. I enjoy spending time with you all. Enjoy yourselves, guard your heart, come back and check out more videos.